Paris Hilton recently opened up about her relationship with Lindsay Lohan, addressing years of public tension and speculation about whether the two former rivals had managed to mend fences. During a lively appearance on a popular late-night talk show alongside family members Kyle Richards and Kathy Hilton, Paris responded candidly to a fan question about whether she had reconnected with Lindsay following the latter's successful comeback in acting and personal life. Paris confirmed that yes, they had indeed reconnected. She revealed that the two were actively planning to bring their children together for playdates and family time. Paris, who is a mother to two young children, a 3-year-old son named Phoenix and a 2-year-old daughter named London, shared with her husband Carter Reum. She also welcomed another son, Louis, with her husband Bader Shamus. The idea of arranging time for their kids to meet seemed to genuinely excite her, signaling a warmer, more mature phase in their dynamic. Expressing happiness for Lindsay's current chapter, Paris described her as glowing and thriving. She emphasized how proud she felt seeing Lindsay flourish as a mother and professional after facing numerous challenges over the years. Kyle Richards chimed in during the conversation, describing Lindsay as genuinely sweet and reinforcing the positive shift in perception. The history between Paris and Lindsay stretches back to the mid-2000s, when both were central figures in the celebrity tabloid world. Their feud appeared to ignite around 2006, fueled by overlapping social circles and romantic connections. At the time, Lindsay was dating Stavros Niarchos, who had previously been involved with Paris. The situation escalated when one of Paris's close friends, Brandon Davis, made derogatory remarks about Lindsay, referring to her in an offensive manner. Paris was captured on video appearing to laugh during the exchange, which led to widespread media coverage and assumptions about her involvement. In the aftermath, Paris's publicist issued a statement clarifying that Brandon's comments did not reflect Paris's personal feelings toward Lindsay. The statement emphasized that Paris had been on her phone during the incident and used it as a way to avoid direct confrontation with reporters. Despite the clarification, the moment became emblematic of their strained relationship. Lindsay responded publicly to the incident, vowing never to watch the footage and making pointed comments about Paris's own past experiences with leaked private videos. She also alleged that Paris had physically confronted her and spilled a drink on her during one of their public clashes. These exchanges added layers of drama to an already tense situation. Another notable episode occurred later that year when Paris and her close friend Britney Spears were leaving a party together. As Paris prepared to drive away with Britney in the passenger seat, Lindsay unexpectedly approached the vehicle and climbed in. Photographers captured the awkward moment, with Lindsay seated beside Britney while Paris was behind the wheel. Paris later recounted on her own podcast how uncomfortable the encounter felt, especially given the ongoing drama. She described asking paparazzi to question Lindsay about the rumors surrounding her relationship with Stavros, hoping to diffuse the tension. According to Paris, Lindsay denied any wrongdoing and insisted they had known each other since Lindsay was a teenager. Paris admitted she remained polite throughout the incident, despite the underlying friction. Over the years, the two women continued to take subtle and not-so-subtle jabs at one another in interviews and public appearances. In one memorable television appearance, Paris was asked to name 3 nice things about Lindsay. After a long pause, she described Lindsay as beyond lame and embarrassing. The comment drew laughter from the audience but underscored the lingering bitterness. Time, however, has softened their perspectives. In a later interview, Paris reflected on how both she and Lindsay had grown up significantly. She pointed out that she had recently gotten married and Lindsay had become engaged, moving them both beyond the petty rivalries of their younger years. Paris described their past conflicts as immature and said everything felt resolved and positive now. The turning point appeared to come more recently when the two reconnected in person at a high-profile post-awards event. Paris shared that they spent time talking about motherhood, their children, and life as parents. She described the conversation as warm and genuine, noting how beautiful Lindsay looked and how happy she was for her friend's progress. Paris had also publicly congratulated Lindsay on her engagement and later on her pregnancy, showing support from afar.